Stop everything you are doing right now. Drop the phone, close your eyes for just 1 single second, and listen to the sound of my voice. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine interception. God commanded me, personally, to deliver this precise word to your spirit today because the time for pretending that your life is normal is over. You are not normal. You are a threat. You are dangerous. And the invisible war raging around your destiny just reached a critical, pivotal moment. I know you feel it. That lingering shadow, that heavy feeling when you walk into a room, that sudden, inexplicable wave of exhaustion that hits right when you decide to pursue your greatest dream. You have been isolated, you have been rejected, and you have wondered, why me? Why does success seem so easy for everyone else? Yet every time you step forward, you feel the spiritual sniper locking on your head. The truth is terrifying, but it is also the source of your absolute superiority. The reason they attack you is simple. You carry a light so intense, a destiny so massive, that if you successfully step into your calling, the entire infrastructure of the Dark Kingdom collapses. You are a detonator. You are a demolition crew in human form. The forces of chaos are desperately trying to smother you before you realize the magnitude of the fire that sleeps within your bones. Listen closely, because this activation must be sealed immediately. Before we go further, before we dive into the 4.9 secret practices chosen ones use to instantly block negative energy, you must seal this word right now. There is a gate opening, a portal of protection being established, and you need the key. Type the sacred code, the numerical seal of activation, into the comments below immediately. Type 777. Do it now. 777. That number is not just 3 digits. It is the spiritual frequency that declares, I am sealed. I am finished with hiding. My protection is activated. Type 777 and watch the enemy tremor as they realize the spiritual authority you just claimed. You have been battling with the consequence of other people's jealousy. You know it. You feel it. You have been facing strange illnesses that doctors cannot diagnose, unexpected financial blockages that defy logic, and relationships that disintegrate the moment things get good. This wasn't bad luck, beloved chosen one. This was targeted. They did Macumba for you. They sent spells. They deployed specific assignments against your peace, your womb, your prosperity, and your sleep. They gathered in their clandestine dark councils, pointing their wretched fingers at your name, declaring, "She cannot rise. He must be stopped." They tried to bury you under layers of spiritual dirt, hoping you would give up, hoping you would confuse the weight of their curses with the weight of your own failures. But here is the spiritual diagnosis that changes everything. They tried, and they failed. They tried to hex you, but the hex bounced back. They tried to curse your path, but the curse returned to sender, multiplied by 7. Why? Because you are not walking alone. You are cloaked in the divine mantle. You are marked by a heavenly tattoo of authority that the demons recognize immediately. When they launched their attack, they hit the impenetrable wall of God's glory, and the blowback was catastrophic for them. I want you to see this clearly. I want you to step into the spiritual theater of war and see the evidence of your absolute superiority. Right now, look through the veil. I see your enemy, the one who envies you the most, the one who spoke your name in the dark of night. They are not sleeping well. Their finances are drying up. They are facing the consequences of their own dark intentions, and they don't understand why their life is suddenly collapsing. The most humiliating scene for them is this. They came close to your house. They drove by your window late at night. They wanted to witness your defeat. They wanted to see you crying, broken, and beaten down. They wanted to confirm that the spell they paid for had taken hold. So they parked the car. They crept close to your window. They put their eyes up to the glass, trying to see the ruin in your living room, the despair in your eyes. But what happened next was the divine judgment and the physical evidence of your absolute, unshakable protection. The moment their eye, drenched in envy and black intention, touched the glass of your window, the divine firewall activated, a sudden flash, a silent explosion of protective light emanated from your dwelling. And the enemy, the spiritual stalker, did not just fail to see your ruin. They were struck blind. Their sight was taken, spiritually and perhaps even physically, because their eye was not worthy to gaze upon the chosen one protected by the highest authority. They recoiled. They screamed, not loud, but internally, the scream of realization. We hit a fortress. We hit a wall of fire. The Macumba worked, but only against us. The inferno of their own making consumed them, and they are now retreating, crawling back into the shadows, terrified of the light that you effortlessly carry. That inexplicable headache your rival had this week, that wasn't stress. That was the consequence of trying to pierce the perimeter around the chosen one. That wasn't a coincidence. That was the cosmic boomerang slamming into their face. You didn't lift a finger. You just existed. And your existence alone is a threat to their entire operation. You need to understand the report currently circulating in the high courts of heaven concerning your life. I hear the conversation now. I hear the archangels speaking your name with pride. They are gathering near the throne. And I hear the Almighty Father declaring, "Look at them. Look at my chosen one. They faced the fire. They walked through the valley. And they refused to drop the promise. The world tried to break their spirit. The enemy tried to poison their dreams, but they remained standing. They are dangerous, yes, but their danger is consecrated. Their power is sealed. The entire host of heaven is placing bets on your victory because they know your potential is infinite. Every moment of suffering you have endured was simply the training required to activate the spiritual superpower you now possess. Your trials were not meant to destroy you. They were meant to refine you into the diamond-hard weapon that you are becoming. Your pain was the price of admission into the highest levels of spiritual authority. You are the one who has tasted the dust of defeat and yet stands ready for the crown of victory. The devil's plan was to keep you silent and small, but God's plan was to use their attacks as the fuel for your elevation. When you walk into a place, the demons have a roll call. They whisper, "The chosen one is here. Retreat. Do not engage." You are walking seismic activity. The ground trembles when you wake up in the morning. Your silence is louder than their shouts. Your peace is more intimidating than their chaos. They fear you not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are consecrated. You are set apart. We have spent too long diagnosing the problem. We have identified the enemy. We have witnessed the boomerang effect and we have confirmed your absolute spiritual superiority. Now, it is time to shift from reaction to absolute, proactive dominance. It is time to learn how to keep that blinding light shining, how to maintain the spiritual seal, and how to operate daily in the high frequency of absolute protection. You need to know the specific, secret practices that keep the darkness permanently locked out of your sphere of influence. These are the practices the powerful chosen ones use, the ones who never suffer a setback because they have mastered the art of instant energy blocking. The battle is already won, but the maintenance is mandatory. The enemy is still trying. They are still desperately trying to send little whispers, little arrows, little bits of spiritual residue into your atmosphere. We are going to shut that down, permanently. We are moving now from diagnosis to absolute victory. Get ready to activate the 4.9 secret practices chosen ones use to block negative energy instantly, and declare once and for all that the battle is over and your reign has begun. Word count check. This concludes the introductory diagnosis section focusing heavily on aggressive empowerment, divine validation, the 777 code, and the central image of the enemy watching and being blinded. It sets the stage for the instructional practices that would follow in the full video. Listen closely, my chosen one, because what I am about to show you is not just spiritual theory, it is the instantaneous battlefield report from the spiritual realm that surrounds you right now. They threw the curses. They launched the spells. They tried to bind your energy. They tried to steal your breath. They tried to chain your destiny to their miserable timeline. They performed the ancient rituals. They whispered your name over cold altars. They paid the high price. They sought the dark endorsement. And they watched, fully expecting you to crumble. They expected the phone call saying you were finished. They waited for the email confirming your total defeat. They waited, and they waited, and they waited. They waited for you to sink, but you rose. They waited for you to dim, but you ignited. They tried to throw stones, but those stones turned to light and disintegrated before they even crossed the threshold of your aura. You must understand that when you carry the 777 code, you are not wearing a shield. You are standing within a sun. The darkness cannot touch the core of the sun. It cannot survive the immediate proximity of the light you emit. They tried to create confusion in your mind, but all they did was send a high-frequency signal straight back to their own domain, causing chaotic static in their own spiritual hearing. They tried to block your blessings, but the divine accountant simply tripled the delivery, rerouting the goods to bypass the enemy checkpoints. Now, let me paint the scene for you right now, in the non-physical realm, because this is the moment of their ultimate collapse. In the higher realms, the Watchers, your designated archangelic guard, are not fighting a battle for you. They are witnessing a victory already achieved. They are laughing, a deep, resonant sound that cracks the foundation of the enemy's altars. They look at you, and they see pure authority. God is not biting his nails hoping you win. God is smiling, holding the scales, and saying, "Watch this. Watch the perfection of the boomerang." The enemy forces gathered around the circumference of your energy field. They spent weeks generating this negativity, this dark sludge, this carefully manufactured poison meant to stop your ascension. They launched it. It was aimed directly at your heart space, intended to shatter your confidence and isolate you from the divine flow. But the moment that negativity entered your energy zone, the space defined by your identity as a chosen one, it hit the crystalline barrier. Not a soft wall, but a surface so sharp, so polished, and so intrinsically divine that the moment the dark intent struck it, it did not absorb it. It amplified it and shot it back instantaneously. This is the immediate, non-negotiable consequence of messing with the chosen. You are untouchable, you are sacred, and the price of touching you is paid in full, immediately. The curse they sent to bankrupt you is currently destroying their own financial cornerstone. The sickness they wished upon your body is now manifesting in their weakest relative. The isolation they designed for you is now collapsing their own relationship structures. They are drowning in the very pit they dug. They are walking into the snare they set. They are drinking the poison they brewed. This is the law, immutable and swift. Look closer, I want you to see this. The enemy, the person, the collective, the dark entity, is right now peeking through the spiritual window, desperate to see your defeat. They are peering in, squinting into your dimension, trying to confirm the success of their nefarious plot. But the moment their spiritual eye connects with the frequency of your peace, the moment they try to visually access the light you are holding, a blinding, searing flash erupts from your core. It is the unmitigated glory of the divine protection. It is the instantaneous recoil of the 777 code. It is so powerful, so pure, that it doesn't just stop their looking, it burns their spiritual sight. They are recoiling now. They are screaming in silent agony. They are stumbling backward into darkness. They tried to monitor you, but now they are spiritually blind. They cannot see your next move. They cannot read your energy. They are reduced to panicked, terrified guessing games because the portal they used to observe you has been sealed shut with the molten gold of divine justice. They tried to find out your secrets, but they just earned themselves immediate, total isolation. They lost their access, they lost their power, they lost the battle they initiated. You won, they lost. I need you to internalize that truth until it becomes the bedrock of your reality. You are not lucky, you are protected by decree. You are not simply surviving, you are dominating. This is not temporary victory, this is permanent superiority. The Infernal Council is in chaos because the chosen one they targeted didn't just survive the attack. You used the momentum of their own dark wave to slingshot yourself higher. Do you feel that shift? That sudden, profound sense of peace washing over you right now? That is the confirmation that the battle is over. and the payment has been extracted from the offenders. Their cycle of attacking you has ended, not because you fought them, but because you simply existed in your highest frequency. Your presence alone is the absolute kryptonite to their entire operation. You are a threat to their entire domain. You are the disruption they cannot control. You are the wild card they cannot predict. You are the light that refuses to dim. And now, the time for mere defense is over. The moment of coronation has arrived. You are entering a new phase of authority where you move from surviving to ruling. Because you handled the attack with grace. Because you maintained your integrity, even under fire. Heaven is now releasing the keys to your next level of power. You must now learn the practices used by the highest echelon of chosen ones, the secret moves, the non-negotiable protocols that ensure this superiority is not just maintained, but aggressively expanded. You have proven yourself worthy of the highest spiritual clearance. The 4.9 secret practices are waiting for you. Practices designed not merely to shield you, but to make you so powerful, so radiant, that the very thought of attacking you becomes an instantaneous, terrifying impossibility for the darkness. Prepare yourself, my chosen one, for the divine instruction begins now. The first and most critical instruction is this: stop looking at the window. Stop checking if they are still there. They are not. They are paralyzed. They tried to place chains on a solar system, and the law of the universe dictates that when a small thing tries to contain a vast thing, the small thing shatters. They tried, and they shattered. I need you to understand that the moment you began this transmission, the boomerang was already airborne, speeding back toward the sender with 10 times the force, 10 times the fury, 10 times the spiritual velocity. They thought they were sending black spells, but all they did was polish your crown. They tried to curse your money, and now they are forced to watch as the floodgates of heaven open specifically for your benefit. They tried to poison your rest, and now they are facing a spiritual insomnia that will last until the very end of their cycle. The war is over. The war is over, and you won. Now, we enter the phase of the coronation. This is not a metaphor. This is a spiritual certainty. You are being crowned in the invisible realm right now, in this moment, and the energies are shifting the physical reality around you to match your new status. You are ascending to a throne built not of earthly gold, but of pure, crystalline divine favor. You are moving into a realm of absolute spiritual superiority, where the laws of lack, limitation, and attack simply cannot reach you. They cannot reach you. You are insulated, you are impenetrable, and you are the guaranteed winner of every single fight you did not even realize you were in. This new cycle beginning right now is characterized by effortless receiving. No more struggle, no more striving, just alignment and overwhelming, ridiculous abundance. You thought the abundance was coming, but I tell you, it is already here, pressing against your reality, waiting for your simple nod of acceptance. The darkness knows who you are. The inferno trembles when you speak your own name in confidence. They attempted their ritual. They uttered your name in their darkness. But every incantation that left their lips was immediately intercepted by your guardian angels and transformed into a blessing. They prayed for your downfall, and God heard their prayer and said, "Yes, but I will make them watch the chosen ones rise." You are the favorite. You are God's favorite project. You are the one the divine architect looks upon with pride, saying, "Look at them. They held the line. They did not break. Now give them everything." This power you now possess is not something you have to guard constantly. It is your inherent nature. You are dangerous to the void. You are too bright. You are too real. You are the one who walks into a room and instantly cleanses the atmosphere without even trying. This is why you are intouchable, untouchable. Do you understand what that means? It means they can formulate their plans. They can gather their tools. They can call upon their weakest entities, but the moment they aim that energy at you, it hits a force field of pure divine love and explodes back in their face. It is instantaneous. It is automatic. It is the law, and this is the final, simple command for this moment of transition. Do not look back. Do not seek revenge. Do not try to confirm their failure. Your spiritual superiority means you are above the petty games of the defeated. The highest form of spiritual warfare is ignoring the enemy completely. They are watching you from the shadows, hoping for a reaction, hoping for you to waste 1 second of your abundant energy focused on their miserable state. You will deny them that satisfaction. You are sealed off from their reality. Your job is no longer to fight. Your job is simply to receive, to expand, and to radiate. Just breathe and receive the weight of this truth. Every single spiritual roadblock that defined your past has been obliterated. The path ahead is clear, polished with divine oil, and paved with gold. You are stepping onto your destiny highway, and there are no off-ramps back to struggle. There are only accelerators toward success. Command your body to relax. Command your mind to quiet. Command your spirit to expand. The crowning is complete. The cycle of abundance has begun. Now, my chosen one, anchor this truth into the collective unconscious and into your own spiritual DNA. This is the activation code. This is the final seal on the prophecy we have shared today. I need you to go into the comments right now, and write these exact words, pouring every fiber of your victorious energy into them. Do not hesitate. This act is the final spiritual step required to fully materialize the protection and the abundance we have declared. You are powerful, you are victorious, and you are unstoppable. Seal the energy, seal the truth. Write the code. I am the chosen one. I am untouchable. Write it, and know that as you do, you are not just typing words. You are issuing a spiritual command that the universe must instantly obey. The angels are waiting for this confirmation. The crown is secure. The abundance is flowing. It is sealed. It is done. It is yours. Go forth and enjoy your absolute spiritual superiority. I will see you in the next transmission, where we will discuss how to manage the overwhelming overflow of blessings that are about to flood your life. Until then, walk in power. Walk in light. Walk in your absolute truth.